Hi, gonna do a quick test of the Apache Tika integration for kind of just to complement the blog post that we're gonna have this month. Just a quick test and see how it works. This month's blog post is a guest post from Jenny, from Eleni and Gilda, and they wrote a very interesting article. And I'm going to kind of just go over the steps and see if it works. So the first step is to actually set up Tika. Tika is a API kind of service where you send a document and it gives you back a bunch of meta information about that document. The goal of the integration is to be able to upload documents to coreBOS and have them automatically index, Tika index the content of those documents, and so we can search on them and kind of do a full text search and that kind of stuff. So the easiest way to set up that service is with Docker itself. You just kind of run it and it starts listening on a port and you just use it. So that's what I'm going to do. Come over here and copy paste the command that they have in the post, and it should be running. Okay, I have a bunch of other stuff running, but basically it's this container here. And now I need to tell coreBOS that that's there. Actually, it's listening on port 9998 on localhost. Okay, so I should be able to send it directly to the port 998 on my server. Okay, let's give that a try. Then it says that we have a new cron here in the scheduler. We should have a new cron, which is read documents. It's set to run every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes it will scan the documents. We'll get a list of all the documents that have been uploaded in those 30 minutes or changed, and index or re-index them if they were already re-indexed. Since now it's the first time should take considerably more time, definitely, because depending on the amount of documents you have, obviously, because it has to bring them all up to date. I'm gonna make this active, and I'm gonna make this fast. Okay, it's not gonna let me that fast, but okay. Let's put 15, and if I need to test it again, we will actually change that in the database or the global variable. Okay, so now I kind of have this active. That means that as soon as I run the btycron script, it will, run through all of these, and it will actually call this one. Have a whole bunch of things here which haven't been executed. This is my default install, so I'm gonna kind of get rid of some of these just to make it a little easier for the testing of this thing, but because they are actually have nothing to do with them, they are totally unrelated. So let's get rid of these. Schedule imports. Okay, definitely Google Calendar I do not need at all. Sorry, wrong click. Okay, so this was actually not needed, but okay, just in case. Okay, so that means that I have this part here, and now I have to set up a global variable that points to the service that I'm going to have. I'm going to also add here a connection to my database, so we can see the database actually indexed. We can see what this script is actually doing in the database. And while that's loading, we go to the global variables. We should have here create, and we should have that Apache Tika URL, and I'm gonna send that to HTTP localhost 99998. Let's make sure I got that right. Localhost 9998. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna set that by default for every user, and we should be okay. Okay, now the next step, I'm gonna search here, and I'm going to upload this document here. I have a presentation that I did the other day here. It's OPT, I think. It's Open Office Impress presentation, kind of like a PowerPoint thing. And here I have this text, which is server guidelines. Okay, I'm going to upload this file, but first I'm going to search here. I'm going to search for server, and okay, server. Okay, so I don't have a server here. Okay, and guide lines, which I don't have either. That's kind of strange. Let's have a look here too, because I did this search before starting the video and it was actually working. So I'm going to get this variable here and I'm going to make it inactive. Default mandatory blocked in module. No, I can't. Okay, let's delete this and search again. Server. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, if I search for server here, I actually find 10 records. It says here I have 10 records which are marketing. I have a message template here, and that contains that string. I have 8 support tickets, which makes pretty good sense, and I have a to-do. Okay, so 10 records. If I search for guidelines, I have 3 records, which are 2 emails and a message template. Okay, so now I'm going to upload here in the documents module. Let's recover that one, and I'll have somebody have a look at that, at why when we activate the global variable, I actually lose the search, the global search possibility, which is not correct. I did something wrong. Recycle bin. Here we have the global variable module, and I recover this one. Okay, so I get that back. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do was to go to the documents module, and let's upload that template. Create document, and we put here presentation, and the rest is kind of default values. We select here, and I have that in here and here and here and presentation. What is that? Guidelines. Spike server guidelines. Okay, great. We save that. And now if I search, I still don't get that. Guidelines. Okay, because it finds the name. Okay, bad example then. It finds the name of the file. Okay, so we have to search for something that's inside that file and not on the title. Nextcloud, and let's first search for that thing again. Where is it? Here, and we get okay. Let's search for something that I have in here. Typical flow. Typical flow. Okay, let's search for that one. Typical. None. And flow, none. Not sure if that's actually correct, but okay. Let's launch the cron. That's this install. I can run this manually. And now I should have the possibility to put here typical, and I get sent to this document. Okay, there's just one document, one record that has that typical there, so it actually finds it and sends me there. And the other one was the flow, so it's actually looking inside those documents and it sends me there. And if we come over here to the database, we should be able to see that indexed here. Okay, I don't know what table that is, but let's search for Tika. No, and doc, document folders, document search info. Okay, great. This is the table that it created. I have 8 records because actually in the document module I have, where's the total here? Here, 1 of 8. I have 8 documents, so it actually indexed all 8 of them. The one we're looking for is this one. Okay, if we actually look at that one, I mean, you can already see here that it has that typical. So it actually looked at that. I can do this one, so you can see all of the content here. And you can see that it indexed all of the slides, and then the global search actually looks in this, so it's actually that easy. I mean, really kind of works really nice. It's kind of you know, I mean, it just works alone. You just have to activate the cron, activate the install, you know, Docker container, or install Tika on some server directly. I mean, that there are install instructions to get, you know, Tika running directly on the server, but the Docker container is really easy. And then you just need the cron running and point the global variable there so that it knows where to search. It will index all of your documents as you change them, and then you can search on them. We also have this search documents here, so if I search for typical with a normal search, I don't get anything, but if I do the search documents button, it actually does that extra step of searching inside the meta information that we got from Tika, so we get here also this. So really nice, simple feature, nice integration, and hope that helps. Thanks for watching.